So yeah, let's go ahead and get started. So first, we're going to go ahead and start getting rid of the base plate. So we're going to come over here, delete base plate. So you want to keep the spawn point, because I'm gonna need to be putting parts onto it. So take a first part and drag it over here. So I'm gonna be doing like duplicating and stuff in this because it make things so much easier. So first thing, I'm gonna be making like a jumping for like fun, I'm guessing. Oops, hold on. I accidentally pressed start. Okay, so I'm gonna rotate this block to the side, and if I don't want it, so I can scale it out like this, however far I want. Maybe about maybe that much, yeah. And then make it a little bit thicker. And then I could take this and move this a little bit back. I will be adding like a platform under that so you won't fall. And I can just take this and duplicate it. So I put Control D and just move it how many blocks I ever want. Take this, Control D, just keep moving it. So I'm probably gonna do this about 5 times. Control D and Control D. So yeah, so now I'm gonna get to changing their color so that they ain't just so basic. So for this one, I'm probably just gonna do like maybe really red. Then for this one, I can do like maybe lime green. This one I can do like maybe like a brownish color. Yeah, maybe just brown. Maybe not, because that would just be like a basic color. So I just put something like this. I don't know how long this is gonna take. For this one, I just do this color, and then this one do like a random color maybe. Ain't really many colors to choose from, like basic colors. And now you want to make sure you anchor them so that they don't fall. So look like, so if we do like a test, so if we do a test right here, they'd fall. I might just like have to read it. See this? And boom, you just jump on them, and then you get to the next stage. So for this, gonna take insert a part. Maybe first I need to take this and lift it up a little bit and shoot up, so you ain't gotta have too far to jump. And make like a base plate under this, like maybe have this way, maybe admin. So bring out, then very even, but it's okay. Then bring it back a little bit, and then bring it forward just enough. I'll probably need to keep it right there. I may just bring this out maybe at 4 more times. Maybe about that, and keep it like that, and put this like in the middle, most likely in the middle. Um, so now we can color this whatever we want, but we're gonna keep that there for now. I can take this and change the background transparency to 1, so it'd be like that. And then we take it and move it into the ground like that, so it'd just be a spawn point basically. And then moving on to the second obby. First, we need to do checkpoints. Since I don't want to do the entire scripting about the checkpoint crap, I can just look up in the toolbox. Oops. I can just look up checkpoint and get a random checkpoint. I'm just gonna go with I'm just gonna go with the old classic one and get this and move it maybe best down the middle as I can, and then bring it out. Ah, oh my gosh. Okay, bring it out about that much, yeah. And then I don't want to get another part, so I'm just gonna duplicate that. Let's bring it up here and then make it smaller. You don't want to like a full-on whole other base plate type of crap. Okay. Maybe about that much. And then now I want something to make it go up now. So what I can do is go here and type in ladder. And then get something like this. And then so you don't, if you want it to fill up the entire thing, just enlarge it. Let's not enlarge it. I'm just gonna duplicate it because that just looks weird. First, I'm just gonna move it up a little bit for it to be fully on the thing. Make sure that, yeah. And then move it to the side so it's even with that. And just take it and duplicate it. Oh, okay. So now I'm probably just gonna get 2 of these by themselves. Maybe. Alright, and then now I just like color them. Whatever I want. So let me scale this up. Yeah, about that. And then take it, duplicate it. Ooh, okay. Hopefully I have enough room. Then take this and duplicate it again. Okay, so I do have a problem with that. I have enough room on that. I wish I could just squeeze it through. What the heck is happening? Okay. Alright, I don't think it will let me. Alright, maybe no one would notice that, right? Oh my. Hopefully no one notices that. Oh wait, that's actually pretty fire like that. Okay. So now, I just color them whatever I want. It doesn't really matter. So that one red. And you obviously gotta make sure they're anchored. That gotta be anchored, by the way. So now let's do a game test now for the second. So you see, oh, so I messed up on here. Yikes. So it's gotta be maybe something about that, right? Take that. Let's take the spawn point. Spawn point. Where's it at? I'm gonna move it up like by 1, and then let's see. Let's see if that fixes it. All right. What the actual crap? Oh wait, hold on. I got a solution. So instead of doing all that, we're gonna take that and make it anchored. Now it should work, right? Dang. Wait, what if it doesn't work? Hold on. Something is completely wrong with this. Let me just go through every single individual one to try to figure it out. Alright, go here, make sure that is. Boom, boom. Wait, hold on. That's kind of strange. I've actually never had a game that's acting like this before. Alright, let me try this real quick. So those are, so I just gotta fix this and those, okay. Boom, boom, and boom. Alright, so this all should be anchored, right? If my math is right. So yeah, so now you got these. To see that this is real, you take it, and if you fall off, you should spawn right back on it. Yeah, just like that, and then you can climb up these to get to your next stage. I'm not gonna have this glowing over there, so if you don't see them glowing, because I'm not that big of an expert at making games. So now we're gonna move on to the next platform and making that. First, I gotta fix this up, and yeah. So if you don't even gotta jump on this part at this point. Just go up here. I'll be making a skip stage GUI. It will be cost like maybe 30 Robux, but it's not bad. So let's go ahead and get started making some more of the parts of the first things first. Go here. Background transparency, not background, but transparency would be turned into 1, and you're just gonna move this down a little bit. And now that's your next spawn, not spawn, but checkpoint. Well, that's your first one. Now I just gotta make the next platform. I'm actually just gonna insert a part for this one too. So I'm gonna bring this out there. I don't know how long this is gonna take. I might have to add like part 1, part 2, and part 3. So scale this out because this may take a little bit just to make. Bring that up a little bit. Since I don't feel like doing this whole another again. Take this. The flip. Okay. Alright, take that and put it like directly in the middle again. And what I do need to make sure to do again is anchor it. So now we're gonna get on to working on maybe a platform where you go and you gotta jump in between like checkers floor. How you have black would be like the kill block and white would be the regular. So to do that, I'm gonna do uh, import a little bit. I'm gonna have it line up with it. I'm gonna have it a little bit to there and scale it out. Try to get it right down. That much. Then I can drag this out for the 1.4. And then the next thing I do, like it is, right outside here. Boom, like that, and line up. Just make it so when you want to cheat, you'll be able to hazard it. Boom. See, it's the wall, so now you'll be able to get through and yeah. So now what I do now is go and anchor these two. Boom, and boom, like that. So now I need to work on kill block. So what I did, my block is kill block. It's a little break put down here. Into this. So now what I do is go here. That's it out. So basically, I'm like, right here. Where's the wall that? Right there. I make it too big. Make it drop to go through. Maybe this over here. Some not really obvious. This is basic. So now maybe I'm randomly. I'm like this. Make it where it doesn't travel. But cool. Okay. So I'll come back to y'all once I think everything's finished. Alright, so I tested everything. Everything's not falling. So yeah, so now we're gonna move on to the next stage. It's just gonna be like a jumping stage basically at this point. So what I am gonna do is just gonna be like where you jump from side to side. And then there's gonna be like a big long, not a big long one, but like a line of a kill block. So if you get in the middle, it kills you. So I'll come back to y'all once that's finished. Alright, so here is what I added. So you gotta jump from side to side right here. And then here's the kill block. I made the transparency to 1. So once you go from, after you complete this, you go to your next checkpoint, and then you just keep going, and you get to your next checkpoint. So I don't see, well, I can see what I have, but I don't see how long or how I'm gonna make this even more. This is gonna be like very basic, like I said, and I'm not the best obby maker. But once you get to the end, I'm gonna have like a free admin giver, like whatever, uh, like a helicopter, maybe some stuff like that. Um, so yeah, so right now you got 1, 2, 3, and 4. So you got 4 checkpoints so far. So let me anchor these real quick. I don't need to anchor the red block because it's already anchored. So boom and boom. So those are grouped as models. So uh yeah. Um so once you start, you go over these and you go into here, go here. So I think in my next video, I'm gonna have a lot more finished. So cause I'm gonna be working on this some more. So yeah. So this is what the first one looks like. Thank you for watching and make sure you subscribe. Peace.